I'm going to talk about trading. Yeah, I have a very deep interest in trading. Actually, not only deep interest, also I'm very addicted in trading. Yeah, right. I'm in news lost, but I couldn't give up trading because actually saying uh, I'm not only passionately interested on it. Actually, I'm addicted to this. Yeah, it's it's a long journey, but I couldn't come out as a winner in a trading. It's a very difficult journey. I'm trying to improve myself. It has been also almost 3 years plus I traded. I tried. Till now I'm failing. It's hard to accept. It's reality. It's very difficult. One day, hopefully, I will be a successful trader. Also, this is my first live on the topic of the trading on a YouTube. I know nobody is watching, but I'm very hopeful someday somebody will watch this live. Um, yeah, I'm a loser. I accept this, but someday I'll be a very good trader. I'll be a very successful trader. Right? I'm very hopeful. I have a very good knowledge. I gained the knowledge, but knowledge and doing practically are a very different thing. Doing practically are a very different thing. Yeah, uh, obviously I have learned how market will move, how in which direction market will go. Yeah, which pattern will valid or which pattern will not valid. I know all the thing, but it's very difficult to the practically then knowing that. Yeah, my friend, my English is very poor. I hope you will understand what message and what I'm trying to speak. Mm, I'm really hopeful, even though my English is very poor. Um, the only thing I want to say today is knowledge will not work in the trading. Proudful will not win in the trading. The only thing that will win in the trading is the discipline, not other physical discipline. Mental discipline is the most important thing you need in the trading. Okay. Yeah. Last night, I um, I lose and blow out the two account of the Pundit challenge. First was of the 10k from the Pundit next about 56 USD, and then I had a fast the first challenge, and then I have to go in the second challenge. I was trading in the second challenge last night. What happened is that mm, what happened is that it's very difficult to say. It's yeah, it's paining out of my heart right now to say like in that thing I blow the two account in one evening. Not only one evening I blow out that account within the 30 minutes. Right? Right? What happened is that after finishing the work, as I'm working in the furniture, what happened is that in the night after having dinner, then I come into my room and then I go to the bed and take to the bed and come to my room and I tried it for a few times. As I passed the first challenges, I got the account for the second phase challenges. Then what happened is that in the second phase challenges, I was planning to trade a small trade as per my strategy as per the third pattern, but what happened is that I was very greedy. I wanted to pass the challenge within a few minutes, and I took the as much as possible big volume of the trade, as much as big sized trade. And what happened is that is initially that got in the profit about in second phase I had to get a 400 400 USD profit, and then I got almost a 350 and I couldn't take profit because I was hoping that it will hit the profit target and I will pass the challenge. Then what happened is that upload account. This how did I upload that account? That's quite quite hilarious. Yeah, um, yeah. I broke the rule of the 3%, 3%, 3%, 3% drawdown rule. I broke that. Yeah, at that time, New York session hasn't been started, so the market was moving in a very slowly. I was trading on the Nasdaq. Then what happened was that uh, I was trading on the Nasdaq. Then what happened? It's very difficult to express. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit hindered to speak in English. Then what happened was that. What happened was, and then what happened was that when the New York session started, the volatility of the market rise up. Then initially when after volatility increases, the market volume going up. Okay, I mean that my trade got some profit, but what happened is that after that the volatility increased to down and sweep my account. I couldn't even drag as there was huge volatility and I had a very big leverage position size. Okay. Oh, that's I got anger and what happened is I was an agonist on the self. I was self sabotaging at a moment, and then what happened is that later, but and I bought a next challenge again on the fifth reset, and I resetted that challenge account again on the $56, and then what happened is that um uh, that account was actually there was a huge volatility, and I was trading against the volatility. Yes, right. Okay, and then what happened was that my after that what happened was that my I took the huge position size trade again, and then what happened was that volatility again increased the volatility, and after I had sold that trade on the Nasdaq, and then the price go a little bit down for a moment, and then what happened was that price was going up, and what happened was that my mobile was uh, on lock mode for I had decided I should sleep properly, so my mobile was in on lock mode. And what happened was that then after what happened was my mobile got locked, and so as it was off, I was planning to stop it when trade go near the daily drawdown limit. I was planning to close the trade, but my mobile was locked and I couldn't rack at the moment. I opened the laptop. I opened the laptop to see where the price is going down or going up. When I opened my laptop, price was already gone off, and I came to know that my daily loss, daily drawdown limit was set. So I was very sad. I and then I was agonizing, and self-sabotaging. I'm self-harming myself, and then I call with my wife. I talked with my wife in the laptop as my mobile was locked. Okay, mm, and actually I was self-sabotaging, and I couldn't sleep for a moment. Actually, I had to do something for to sleep. I did something and I slept, but I couldn't get a proper sleep. When I got up early in the morning, I was tired. Even though I slept for about 7 hours night. That sort of stories. There are a little bit that sort of stories. This was yesterday's story. Today's story. I'm going to share my today's story to you. What happened was that, and today also same pattern. Something has happened till now. Not the drawdown limit is hit. Um, I got I'm a worker in furniture industry, and I go to work. I have a meal. I had a meal, and then I had the gym. I had the gym. I took the bath, and I came to my room. And then what happened is that I started to shred again. Then what happened is that I couldn't stop myself again. Why I couldn't stop? Because I'm so much greedy beast. I'm greedy beast. Bastard. I'm a greedy bastard. And whatever. I bought a gun, and immediately I bought a challenge account, and I immediately started to trade. And what happened was that once I opened the trade, I couldn't stop myself. And what happened was I took the big person size trade again. What happened? Then what happened was that the price goes on my favor for a few moments, but as there was a strong off train. Yesterday also there was off train, and that off train. No. What happened yesterday was that there was a downtrain, before the New York session started. Before the New York session started, I was down, and that price went downtrain, and further down for a liquidity shape. Then when just the new season started, for a liquidity shape, the price come down again, and my my position was too huge. All my trade was stripped. Okay, daily drawdown limit or daily loss limit was hit, and I got out of a trade. Then the price goes off. That was happened yesterday. Okay, well, that's my reflection on S30 only. No, that night like that. There is so many night like that. I couldn't remember all that. Okay, but I'm especially focusing on yesterday and today losses. Just let's talk about it today. Let's talk about it today. What happened today? What's about it account, then I bought account, then what happened was that I started the trade. Initially trade goes on in my favor, but later what happened was that price goes down, not down. I was short selling, so price goes up, and I was compelled to close the trade as the price was going to hit my daily loss limit. Okay, this is my story today. Our main problem is that I'm trading against the train, and the trade is a huge position size. I'm trading with huge. I'm compelled. Yeah, something come out of my head. I couldn't stop that. Right, I couldn't stop that. Right, so that's very difficult. It's very difficult. As it is my first live on YouTube regarding the trading, it's very as my English is my not the first language too. It's my not second too, not third. Okay, not fourth. It's my fifth language. Okay, so I'm not um, able to convey a message properly. On that, I'm really hopeful that I will be a very good speaker, and I will be very good trader. My dream is to be a very good trader. Okay, I know nobody is watching, and if somebody was later, I want to thanks a lot. Okay, this much for today.